Beth Greene, and I am a chiropractor here in Haverhill at New Life Chiropractic. I have been in practice for 22 years, and I'd like to share my personal introduction to chiropractic. I started working at a chiropractic office at the age of 19, and up until then, I had never even heard of chiropractic. No one in my family had ever been to one. No one I knew talked about chiropractic, so it was certainly a new experience. So while on the job, I witnessed people of all ages coming in who wanted help and didn't want to take medication for their problems. Older people were telling me I don't have to take my arthritis medicine anymore. Others were coming in for headache and migraine relief. Young women with severe menstrual cramps were getting better. My own father at this time, he couldn't walk for some reason. It was a new problem. He couldn't walk. He needed a cane, and he went to the doctor, and they admitted him to Leahy Clinic. And he was in a pre-op condition for about a week because they were sure they were going to find something and have to operate on it. Well, after every test known to man, everything they could think of, they couldn't find anything wrong with him, and they released him home. So my father, although skeptical of chiropractic, he came in as a last resort, which a lot of people do. So he came in as a last resort, and under regular care, he was walking normally in less than a month. And I was impressed with this because he was a skeptic, and it was still working. So I myself used to suffer with frequent headaches and migraines. I was a really sickly child. I had strep throat and bronchitis and ear infections. I was on antibiotics all the time, missing school. I just really had a poor immune system. So under regular chiropractic care, my headaches went away and I was hardly ever sick. So it really boosted my immune system, which I was excited about. So working there, I learned the principle of why chiropractic works. I learned that our bodies are self-healing. It knows what to do. We call that innate intelligence. It's the inborn ability for our body to heal and know exactly what to do. I learned the nervous system controls and coordinates everything in our bodies. Innate intelligence sends messages from the brain, down the spinal cord, and out to the rest of the body. Not only do the nerves go to your head, neck, and back, they also go to every organ, tissue, and cell in your entire body. For your heart to beat, for your lungs to breathe, for a cut to heal on your finger, messages are sent from the brain down to the spinal cord and out to the rest of the body. The brain and spinal cord are so important, it's the only system in the body that's protected by bone. The skull for the brain and the spine for the spinal cord. So the basic idea is this. The spine is made up, here I have a spine right here. So the spine is made up of 24 movable vertebrae, and they allow us to bend and move and do all the things we want to do. Sometimes these joints get stuck or misaligned and interfere with the nerve. So it's kind of like a garden hose. If we have a garden hose and we kink it up, water is slowed to that source. So it's just not getting as much water to that source. So research has shown that the weight of a dime on a nerve can choke the nerve messages by 40 to 60%. So that little amount can choke that nerve off. We call that pressure on the nerve a vertebral subluxation. It can cause pain that you're having, or very often it's painless. We don't have any pain. So we don't always know when we have a subluxation. So if the nerve is choked, wherever those nerves are going in the body, it's not receiving 100% of nerve flow. So, and the nerves aren't just going to your back, the nerves are certainly going everywhere in your body. So subluxations can be caused by several things. They can be caused by accidents and trauma, postures like sitting too much and text neck, emotional stresses, and even chemical stresses. So basically life can cause a lot of subluxations. So the job of a chiropractor is, with a gentle adjustment, is to make sure that all the messages from your brain gets to all parts of the body at 100% with no interference so that your body can function properly. And people usually feel better in the process. That's why they come to us. Now let me just talk about symptoms. Symptoms are a way of our body talking to us, telling us that something is wrong. If we take a medication for our symptom, it just masks the symptoms. Chiropractic gets to the cause of the symptoms. Now, if you think about it, most people base their health either on how they feel or look. And this can be very dangerous. For example, take heart disease. Heart disease is one of the #1 killers in America. And very often, by the time somebody has a heart attack, that's their first symptom. So I think it's like 40% of the time, their first symptom is a fatal heart attack. If we had asked these people the day before how they felt, most of them would have said, I felt fine. So health really comes from the inside. So let's look at the definition of health. According to Dorland's Medical Dictionary, health is defined as a condition of optimal physical, social, mental, and spiritual well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmities. The Webster's Medical Dictionary defines it as the state of being sound in body or mind and not simply freedom from physical disease and pain. That made so much sense to me. I just thought, geez, how come no one ever told me this before? Where has this been all my life? I was so inspired by the healing I was witnessing every day in my practice, at the office, that I thought, geez, maybe someday I could become a chiropractor. How great would that be? So fast forward, I went to Palmer College of Chiropractic, West, in San Jose, California. I graduated in 1995 and came back east in 1996. And I'm so glad I chose this helping healing profession, and I found it. My mission is to provide gentle chiropractic care in a comfortable, nurturing environment. I strive to offer hope and inspiration and restore health. My purpose is to help and educate as many families as possible become active participants in their health and well-being while providing superior quality service. So this cable show will allow me to educate more people about health and healing, which is what I love to do. I will not just talk about chiropractic on the show. I will cover several topics, including nutrition and healthy eating, massage, meditation, exercise and stretching, acupuncture, mental health, and more. I'll be interviewing a guest each show, an expert in his or her field, sharing their knowledge about health and healing. I believe that people will make better choices about their health if they have more knowledge. An educated consumer, in my opinion, makes better choices. So I offer a unique technique at my office. It's called Corin Specific Technique, KST for short. It's a very gentle, low-force way of adjusting the spine without any popping, cracking, twisting. I'm the only chiropractor in the Merrimack Valley that practices this technique. It's very specific and effective. I use this tool here, right here. Use this tool here, and it's called an arthrostim. And I gently tap the area that is misaligned, and that's how you receive an adjustment. I see patients from all ages, from babies to the elderly. Another great thing about this technique is that I can see patients in all sorts of positions: standing, sitting, bending, lying down. If a patient was involved in an auto accident, it's best to get them checked in the position that they were injured in. Also, I am not just limited to the spine. With this technique, I can adjust cranial bones, I can adjust shoulders, wrists, knees, ankles. Patients love and notice they hold their adjustments for longer. Thank you for watching Healthy Living with Dr. Beth, and tune in next time. I am Dr. Beth Greene.